Are you scared of the dentist? This story is not going to help. One Valley man has been fighting for years after what happened to him in the chair at a popular dental chain.
His court battle just ended, and now he is sharing his story with ABC 15 investigator Dave Biskobing in an effort to warn you.
It was 3 years ago when Dwayne Smith and his fiancee Sharon walked into this West Phoenix Western Dental.
I don't really like going to dentists, but I was in pain.
His top right molar in pain. Dwayne says all he wanted and agreed to was have that tooth pulled.
It's just one tooth?
One tooth.
How many teeth did they end up pulling?
All of them.
Dwayne sued Western Dental.
Good morning, sir.
This grainy courtroom video from the recent trial. This is the dentist, Dr. Stephen Nguyen. In that trial, this Western employee who oversaw Dwayne's treatment testified what Dr. Nguyen's assistant told her right after it happened.
Oh my God, you don't want to know what just happened. And I was like, what? And he said, we did the full mouth extraction. I turned around and I said, why? You don't have consent for that.
Dwayne was sent home. And since he was numbed, sedated, and packed full of gauze, he says he didn't know.
I go to pulling these gauze out and I realize there's nothing there on the bottom and then there's nothing there on the top, and I just fell to the floor. You know, it was like I didn't believe what I was seeing.
Pulled all your teeth and you just up and left.
Yes.
Like running a dog over in the middle of the road and then driving off.
Then they got the bill.
It was like about $7,000.
They basically just treated him like garbage.
Greg Voigtman is one of Dwayne's attorneys, and he says this case serves as a warning about the high-pressure sales tactics of profit-driven dental chains.
At Western Dental, as a patient care coordinator, what does that job entail?
Sales.
Western employees and dentists are paid commissions and bonuses. Dr. Nguyen testified he got 20%. On a $7,250 bill like Dwayne's, that's $1,400.
So they told you they wanted all their teeth out?
Yes.
That's your story?
Yes.
Dr. Nguyen testified Dwayne consented to all his teeth being pulled. Western also presented consent forms with Dwayne's signature, and that's where this case gets messy. See, Dwayne doesn't dispute most of his teeth weren't great, but he says in bad pain, under heavy sales pressure during hours of waiting, he signed off on an estimate for a long-term treatment plan to eventually get dentures. But his attorneys claim those consent forms were doctored up after the fact, part of a cover-up for a bad mistake. And this employee testified why it's hard to believe anyone would agree to have all of their teeth pulled on their first visit.
You don't want to do a full mouth extraction and send a patient home without teeth.
Did Dwayne go home with any dentures on that Saturday?
No.
And apparently it was hard for the jury to believe too. They just awarded Dwayne a $275,000 verdict. And once he gets it, he says he'll use that money to fix his mouth, since he still hasn't been able to afford proper dentures.
They took his pride and everything away from him, and we just hope that it doesn't happen to someone else. Someone else doesn't have to go through what he went through.
In a statement, Western Dental stands by its belief that Dwayne gave them full consent and said it was disappointed and surprised by the jury's decision. Now, as for Dr. Nguyen, he does have some discipline actions on the dental board website, and that's why it's critical to check your dentist on this website. And if you need help, contact me. I've done a ton of reporting about Arizona's dental dangers, and I'll see what I can do. I'm investigator Dave Biskobing, ABC 15, Arizona.
Dave.